Hey y'all, welcome back to the Lady Layer. We have been gone for a week, but we are back and ready to discuss all the tea that we have been missing out on with a lot of the housewives. I want to give you guys a quick update. We will be uploading every Thursday at 2 p.m. and also be going live on Instagram to discuss specific shows, the buzz layer, all whatever tea that's happening as well. That way you get a double dose of us because we know at the end of the day, you miss us. So at the end of the day, we miss you guys, but we are ready to get back into the tea, honey. So ladies, we are getting into which episode? Is it Real Housewives of New York? Is that what we got talking into?
Yep, let's start with New York.
Boring. Let's go. What do we have to say?
We got to talk about the pigeons, okay? Like Uber cleared all of them by just calling them pigeons. Like, first of all, they didn't even know what it was, and it was hilarious because why are you calling these ladies pigeons?
Right. Uber is over everybody.
Uber's sick of all of them.
She's sick of everybody. She's tired of everybody just running around talking about saying stuff, and nobody's being honest. She feels like everybody's being fake. Everybody's just running around talking behind each other's backs.
Yes.
Is she accurate?
Yes, very much so. And Brenna's getting on my nerves with her manufactured beef. Like, girl, why are you so mad?
She runs her mouth. She gets upset when she's confronted about it. And I just feel like she's just got her hands in too much stuff. She needs to just sit on her hands and be quiet for a little
because bit. Bren thinks that she is the bone collector. And I you know what, Andy? Do better with assigning the roles of the cast because it's giving inauthentic.
It looks very forced.
Everybody's trying to be charade. I feel like all of this came from Housewives of Atlanta.
But it didn't help either though because at the end when they were sitting at the table, Bren is telling whatever Minkoff, whatever her name is, that how to read them Rebecca. If she talk about their clothes, like, or her clothes or whatever, like.
I feel like Brynn, man, I feel like she's trying so hard to bring like some flavor to like the past. And Brynn, you're not that way. You're not that way, honey. Like
it's not translating well.
It's not translating at all. And you want to giggle and laugh like it's not funny. You cannot go back and like talk about people behind their backs and then act like, oh, what, it's the truth. No, girl, own it. And be like, yeah, I did. I feel like Sai does a good job. She'll be like, you know what? I did say it.
I said it. Yeah.
I apologize.
Can we talk about how Bren had the audacity to tell Uba that she is coming off as an angry black woman?
Please. Please.
Like, Bren. I feel like she doesn't even really identify as a black woman. So
I was a Caucasian coming up. You know, my husband said,
tell me how I'm coming off when you don't even know what it's like to be a black woman.
And she's not coming off that way because here's the thing: she's on Housewives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
everybody states their opinion. Everybody's able to speak up. Everybody's able to come in someone's face and have a little confrontational moment. Yes. Why are you pointing that out? Nobody's looking at her like that.
Right.
Nobody.
You know what my husband always told me, and I can say this because I come from a black background and a Persian background. So I can say this for the viewers if you want to get it twisted. My husband said people that come from a mixed background tend to be confused and got the most problems. Mm-hmm. And now it's true because Bren, I feel like she says stuff that a white person would say.
Mm-hmm.
But she thinks it's okay because
that's what
half black.
That's why I said, does she even identify as a black woman? Because no black woman would tell another black woman, you're coming off as an angry black woman.
Exactly. I would never say that.
That's crazy. To make it worse, and your man is not going to like you with how he's seeing you on TV coming off as this angry black woman. Like,
is Uba with a white man?
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But Uba also is not American, right?
No, so she's not.
I feel like I think she's from Africa, some part of Africa, but
yeah.
I feel like foreigners don't necessarily get that stigma anyway. because they have a language barrier, they have whatever going on. So I don't feel like anybody was thinking that but her. And I feel like it was a reason, it was an excuse for her to say why she was doing what she was doing. You were not trying to help her.
No.
If you were, you did a poor job.
Right. They was just arguing. So obviously she's not trying to help her. Like,
and how hurtful.
Trying to make her look bad, feel bad.
How hurtful. If anybody that I was friends with, I don't care if you're half black, quarter black, if you look somewhat black, no, if you don't even look black, and I know you got a black parent, you black to me. Some people feel different, but you black to me. And the fact that you would say something so harmful, knowing that there's an audience that's watching, you have an audience that's watching that is we have a racist, America is very racist. The fact that you would say something so wild, shame on you.
Irresponsible.
Shame on you.
Very irresponsible. Yeah. And I just feel like Brand, she just be shooting off at the mouth, and she doesn't care about how other people are affected by what she's saying. And then it's like, she's been coming at Uba about cursing this whole time. Don't curse at me. Don't. And what does she do at the kitchen table?
Right.
Like, girl, it's okay. It's okay when you do it, but it's not okay when I do it. Like, what are we doing? It's exhausting.
It's giving, and not to make it racial, it's giving white, to be honest with you. And I hate to say that. I've been friends with plenty of white people and white friends, and it's the same way. It's a double, what is the word I'm looking for? It's a double-edged sword. No, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's a double-edged sword.
It is, because you as a black woman, you are like, you still relate to white people as well. And you can tell that you were raised in a white environment, and you're making racist comments to another fellow black woman, not realizing that you are a black woman as well. And Uba can clearly say the same thing about you. Right. Because you're coming off aggressive. You're coming off like, you got an attitude, you got to take up for yourself. So what gives you the platform to say something about that? That rubs me the complete wrong way.
It was too much. She overstepped, and she brought attention to something that didn't need attention brought to. Like,
next. What do we say from Danielle Cabral? Was it Danielle Cabral? Loser, or what was it?
No, that's Phaedra. Loser.
Yeah.
But I love Sai and Uba's friendship because they are here with each other. Like, I think it was like, I don't know if it was the beginning of this episode where they were sitting out having breakfast, and Uba was about to go out of line. And now see that's the way Sai handled her as a friend. Yeah. Instead of saying you're coming off as an angry black woman, she said pineapples. Or I think it was pineapple.
Right, stop, girl.
That was
to get her to reel it in. That's a real friend. She didn't have to say anything. All she had to do was look at her and say pineapples, and Uba brought it back and did what she needed to do. And then when they did the little roach thing, and they was in the bathroom, that reminded of like me and Katrina, because
don't play with me like that, because I'm literally
but I'm talking about when they went to the bathroom, Uba started throwing up. Sai went there to help her.
Right.
She was like,
that is me and Kendra in our 20s. But thankfully, Kendra, she don't be throwing up like that.
I don't have a weak stomach, but should the roles have ever been reversed to where I was the one throwing up? Katrina,
it would have been over for me, because I can't even hear it. I can't see it. I went to dinner with my friend, and somebody had the audacity to do that by the airport, the elevator. And my friend was like, "Oh, somebody threw up," and I said, "I know. I can't look at it. I'm gonna throw up before dinner. Like, I'm not gonna be able to make dinner."
I have a weak stomach, so I cannot do that. I can't do it. Vomit, the smell of it, the sound of gagging. There's even TikToks I come across, and they'll pretend to gag, and I can't even hear the sound of gagging. Is disgusting.
Yeah, my stomach is not as weak. Like, I can handle certain things, but the smells, if I smell it, it's over.
Yeah.
But if somebody just makes a sound or I hear it or whatever, then I'm okay. But Uba is
Kendra's thing is Parmesan cheese.
Oh, Lord.
You can't stand the smell of Parmesan cheese? That's so bizarre. That's so.
It's a trauma response.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if I should. The story is gross, but when I was younger, I went to a slumber party, and the girls thought it would be funny to prank one of the girls by putting Parmesan cheese in her butt crack. And when I tell you, the smell was unforgettable. I have, since that day, if I go to a restaurant and they put Parmesan cheese, I'm stir it up, hurry up and stir it up.
Stir it up, Pastor. Stir it up.
She hates to have pasta come near me because I want all the Parmesan.
They put the Parmesan. She be like, keep going till your arm
yes.
start hurting it, and when it start hurting, keep going again. Right. You have a pile. Here's a plate. Here's her Parmesan. And they be like, is that more?
No, keep going.
More.
Because when I stir it, it's gonna disappear. I need all that. Okay.
Yeah.
Stop playing with me.
Good God.
Yeah. So then they go to the table. They have their little thing at the table. This is another thing I thought was funny with Uba inside. They got up from the table, went to the kitchen, and start washing dishes. Like, that ain't none of my business.
Right.
I'm like, good for y'all. I'm happy that they're sticking together.
Yeah.
And that they have each other, because it's just a lot of he say, she say going on. It's a lot of stories being spun. And so I'm happy that they're solid.
I need them to get their hair together though, because Sai came with the toe up hair in the store, and then Uba came with that nasty wig for confessionals.
Why did she do that, Uba? Why did you do that?
Well, we have not seen the end of Sai's hair, because I saw a clip from this week, and she got that hairdo again. I think it's her natural hair, but I think she's using too much mousse or something. Like, it looks crunchy,
crispy.
Yeah, go to this lady that I follow on Instagram who does amazing curl makeovers.
Yeah,
because like it's terrible. Like it's.
And she's in New York. New York has some really good natural hairstylists out there.
There's nothing but Dominicans and Puerto Ricans out there that know how to do a good mean blowout. They
not even just that. Like there's like
there's curl stylists. Like
curl stylists where they will go, you wash and condition and style your natural hair in its natural state. You the products. I watched the videos where they analyze their hair, telling what they need to use, what they don't need to use.
It's this lady that I follow. She does amazing consultations, and her styles always come out.
I love it.
I think her name is like Rima or something on Instagram. Bomb.
Yeah, I'm like, Sai, you need to go on down to Brooklyn somewhere and get your hair done properly, please.
Oh, no, wait a minute now. Like, Sai's hair, her hair ain't that bad. She just had a couple of bad confessionals. She'll get it right, but Sai typically, she's chic as hell to me.
It's just the little short curly bob.
That's it. I saw that. I said, "Oh God, it's giving
that bun back."
Yeah, it's giving Jerry curl. I didn't appreciate that, but she'll get it together. She will.
It's the cold weather too.
It is, but New York also. I feel like we're so used to the glam that each housewife has, and that's why I really like New York, because they give a different aesthetic on glam. They give like very edgy. So I also feel like maybe we're not used to that look where they don't feel like they need to do super glam. I don't know. That's what I'm feeling from.
I don't think she meant for it to be like that. I feel like she went outside. I feel like before she walked out the door, it was
and then she walked out.
Went outside, it got a little crisp.
Something happened, and it wasn't right.
Moving on.
Right.
Moving on.
Right. All right, Salt Lake. So this week they had the anniversary party. I feel like that was the big thing.
The mafia party.
Yeah, the mafia party. I get it. You got to make a joke out of it. But like,
I would do that for my 25th anniversary though, unless that's just what she wanted to do. I would not.
Or Bravo told her she needs to throw a party, and what would this party be for? I mean,
that wasn't the real party. Maybe she had another celebration.
But honestly, like, I'm not inviting Meredith to my 25th anniversary party. I don't care if we're trying to be
my husband
don't like you, disrespect to him and our marriage. We're going to celebrate my marriage, the marriage you disrespected. So you'll understand why you're not invited. I'll come on the flip side.
That's disrespectful to her husband to even ask him to do that. And
he was looking at her like, really? Okay, like, if you want me to, like, why would you invite Meredith when she tried to paint a picture, allegedly he was sleeping with men? Come on.
Yeah, there's no way she would have been invited.
She probably said like, well, basically like, this is my job. So I don't know. People do things for money.
Yeah. At her job, it
sure.
actually makes it more interesting when you don't invite people to your parties. So she would have been all right not inviting Meredith.
Yeah, but you see what's been happening. Not you yawning.
Sorry, y'all. It's late. Sorry.
You see what's been happening to the housewives when they don't get along. So they're probably a little shook. They're probably like, well, maybe let's try to get along.
They don't compare to Jersey though. Like it's not. They're not.
Oh, Jersey's great, but they did it to New York. New York, they completely gone.
New York ain't gone because they was fighting. New York is gone because they was old and the show was getting tired.
That's true. They was old as hell.
Old as the crypt.
Right. Now look, I loved them on Real Housewives Girl Trip. Ultimate Girls Trip, that was good.
They still cuckoo banana birds. I wish they would have kept it because they just as crazy.
Listen,
I was looking at old episodes and I said, "Oh, this was prime television."
But if you watch the Ultimate Girls Trip, like it was great. Like I just need them for like little snippets like that. I don't want to see a whole season. Maybe like a couple.
That's why they shouldn't not to go back to New York. That's why they shouldn't completely wipe the cast. I feel like they should have intertwined some of them.
It wasn't going to blend.
It was dead.
Yeah. I don't know. I just miss it. Just the same way we miss Sex in the City. I didn't even watch Sex in the City like that.
I've never seen one episode of Sex in the City.
Neither have I, but I've seen the movies.
I've seen the movies. I've never seen the TV show.
Neither have I.
Good. I used to watch it all the time.
You know, my husband, he said he loves Sex in the City. He said it was good. He said it was good.
Yeah, it was really good. Mm-hmm. I had no business watching it, but
yeah, no, that wasn't my show. Back then, I was reading a book that was way better.
Not you reading the book.
Nasty books.
Nasty. My books was tea.
Good books.
Listen,
it was fast.
Ashley and Joaquavis and Tracy Brown and all of them, Keisha Urban, they got me through my 20s, honey.
She gave me a book to read and I opened it up and the first 2 pages, I clenched my pearls and I
no, but that wasn't even a bad book. I didn't give her.
Yeah, she was like, this ain't nothing. I was like, I can't.
Oh. Yeah, it wasn't even like a Zane book or anything. It was a regular book. Like I didn't even like Zane books because I needed a storyline. Like
what is a Zane book?
The ones where it's literally just sex all the way throughout the whole book. This was a regular book that actually had a storyline. It was good. It did have sex scenes, but it had a storyline. You remembered it. It was great. My mama, she said she related to it. Like I learned stuff about her.
The Zane books got passed around at school. Yes.
You never read a Zane book? I tried to read Addicted, but the first, like literally, as soon as you open the book, it's like, and I was sucking on her titty. I'm like,
you know what?
Whose titty is this? I don't even know this lady. Like, I don't want to know about her.
No, I would feel so uncomfortable. I was reading It Ends With Us. And you know a book, it's whatever.
Yeah, everybody,
that movie.
They had a sex scene in the book, and I said, huh? I said, what am I reading?
That's how I felt. What you have to read? White Lines or something?
Yeah, the book White Lines. Listen, if you ain't read White Lines by Tracy Brown, please do yourself a favor. It is amazing. And they got a sequel. It's amazing.
I tried. I couldn't get through it. My spirit, I could.
Not your spirit. You said my spirit.
You want a little hood African American fiction? It's amazing. Okay. I read it about 2 or 3 times. I ain't gonna even hold you, okay?
Good. She was hounding me about that book because it was in my car for the longest. I was supposed to give it to 3 years. I was supposed to give it to her.
Listen, I need my book back. I need my book back.
I gave it to you.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's
5 years later, but I gave it to you.
Kendra, it wasn't in your ministry. It wasn't in your ministry to read.
No. Listen.
Couldn't do it.
My mama said, this remind me back in the 80s. This is a good ass book. I said,
your mama said that?
Because I would buy books and me and my mama would share books and read books. So yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Brittany showed up to the party with a new man.
Girl, She showed up to the party with a new man, and listen, Mary is carrying this season so far because
Mary is carrying.
Jared. No, that's Jared.
Right.
She said, that's Jared for real.
It's Jared.
Right.
They're like,
and
no,
she goes
Mary
up
is
to him
not.
like, "Hi, Jared," and he's like,
Yeah.
He said, I'm not Jared.
Mary is like the old lady who just says whatever comes to mind. Like, girl, that's not
anything.
Mm-hmm. She gonna tell Brittany. Right. She gonna tell Brittany who she with. Like, girl, this is not him. This is Aaron, okay?
And I'm like, bro, you making out with him at the party? Like, how long have you known this man? And somebody's
girl, how embarrassing. How embarrassing when the ex-boyfriend rolled into the party, she got to crying.
I know. If I was Aaron, I would have left because, girl, it's clearly not finished. Why are you sitting up here at this party?
That part.
Yourself crying? Like, please. What is going on?
Apparently, she was talking to Aaron while she was still with Jared because, well, we don't know the timeline for sure.
But it makes sense, though.
Well, they said that they was talking before. Like, it's like an on and off thing with her and Aaron, just like with Jared.
Yeah, because her and Jared actually didn't have an established relationship either.
Yeah, they was best friends. And then the fact that Heather was kissing on him, like,
wait, what? Now I missed that part.
Yeah, she said Aaron was like, no, Heather came up to them and was like, I know him. We made out.
I missed that.
I missed the made out part, but I did hear her say
I heard her say she knew him. But I missed
definitely said that they made out. Listen,
that's what Heather
looking.
Heather was in the party starting all the fires.
And she said we all make out in Salt Lake. Oh my God.
Yes.
Like, Heather is definitely earning her check this season.
Yeah.
Right. Before we get into Heather, though, can we talk about how Mary this actually includes her. Can we talk about how Mary and Heather got into it, and then Mary goes and sits and talks to the kids, and it's like, oh, girl, I'm exhausted. My feet hurt. Like,
hey.
Hey, Bran.
Please. Oh, my God.
Said, Mary, whose kids are these?
Right. She don't know who those kids are.
You didn't know. They was sitting there like,
girl,
okay.
Back with the adults.
Not that it would have been black kids at the party, but had it been some black kids, them kids would be like, oh, girl, well, what happened? Why are they hurting? Tell me. Listen, girl, my people would have been hurting too. Come on over here, Sid. Come talk to me, Auntie Mary.
Mary, you know, I've watched the seasons before. Mary was funny, but I feel like this season, Mary has been hilarious.
Yeah, she's in rare form.
Yeah. No. So we didn't get to talk about last week, I don't know if this was on this episode, but when she told her son, who looked like he was on drugs, remember I said he was
he's definitely high.
She said, I'm about to have company. I need you to disappear. Don't come out.
She said, I need you to disappear.
That was this episode. He looked high every time he come out that room. Yes, sir, why is your name still on the top of the board?
Robert Jr.
Take that down.
Right.
Your wife. Him and the wife is on drugs.
Listen, allegedly. The wife, let Mary tell it. The wife is the one that put him in that space. Okay, she the one that brought the drugs to him.
I believe it.
Listen, and why is Mary's house phone so loud? Like, is it an intercom? Is it in the intercom, the ringer? Because like that was hella loud when the phone rang.
I knew Brahma would like her house too, but she cleaned up. Mary done cleaned up a little bit. Her room is still a mess, but her house doesn't look as cluttered. Now, speaking of Bronwyn, Heather wasn't the only one being messy at that party. Bronwyn was walking around spilling the beans about who said what about Lisa's kids.
Bronwyn is tired of them.
She is. She's sick of it because she's like, why when I go to this group, you guys are talking about this person, and then this person talking about this person, and nobody's talking to the people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Bronwyn, I relate to her because I don't like that. Oh, well, she said, he said, oh, well, this said. Why are we not talking? Because you're saying one thing, she's saying another. Then y'all need to say it together because I'm not here for the BS. That's why I like her. She's a great addition to the show because she exudes confidence.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't scared, but she has class about herself. You could tell she exudes money, and she's gonna call it out for what it is, and it'd be like, what's tea? I like that. She was,
but it was true though. It was true though, because Heather, I mean, like Angie, do you know why Lisa's mad? Lisa's mad because Heather went and ran her mouth about y'all conversation. That's supposed to be your homegirl. Y'all getting close.
right?
She went back to Lisa and told Lisa that you said she was a bad mom.
And that was get back. Rowan was getting Heather back for going back and saying, yeah,
from what happened at the game.
She even said it in a confession.
Right.
She thinks she's on da. Watch this. Yeah,
right.
That was good.
Heather then made herself an enemy, and she made an enemy out of the person she don't want to make an enemy out of, because Bronwyn ain't scared. So make sure when you talking your mess, you come back it up, because I'm spilling it. I'm not keeping none of it.
And she gonna tell you she said it. Yeah, I told her.
Absolutely.
And then Heather gets all in the tizzy. Like, why are you in the tizzy? You said it.
Right. You very much said it. It's gonna be exposed on the reunion. Just own up to it now.
She mad that she got caught. Like, she's thinking she's just going and starting these small little fires, and it's gonna put everybody else against each other.
She don't want to be held accountable.
And she's not realizing everybody is talking to each other, because guess what? Meredith is not holding it back anymore. So if you bring something to her, she's taking it back to Lisa. Rowan ain't scared of nobody. So everything, and Whitney, you tell her something, she's dashing over the room to go confront whoever you said it about. So,
and speaking of Whitney, the whole Whitney and Lisa business. So I saw this post, and allegedly Heather went to the blogger that posted that she had the jewelry from Alibaba, and she's the one that told the blogger that the jewelry was from there. And that's what started the whole thing. And then the guy who Whitney called on the phone and was like, "Hey, I need proof that it was Lisa." He told her it wasn't Lisa. Like, and she didn't want to hear it. They pieced it together to where it sounds like, oh, the person who told me had a liquor license and whatever. That's why
he was talking about something else.
Right.
He was talking about something completely different.
Right.
How y'all know that?
Lisa, I posted it in the group chat, girl.
I done told you I done been through some things.
The girl, supposedly, Lisa was talking about her daughter, Bobby, which isn't better. But they pieced it together to make it seem like Lisa is the one who leaked the Alibaba story, when it's not. It was Heather.
And he said he told her it was not Lisa.
Yeah.
And that's why Lisa said, I want to go the distance.
That's why she was going so hard. She's like, I didn't say it. Call up security.
Said, I want to go the distance. You owe me a huge apology.
I was like, is your security at a private eye? Like, what is he the FBI? Like, what is happening?
Right.
She said, get the LA police, get Salt Lake police. I want to go the distance.
What do LA
you owe me a
with
huge apology. I said, oh, that's a bad bitch.
Right. She don't care. She didn't say it.
She didn't
Call
say
the LAPD.
LAPD. Where did LA come from this?
Why? Why are we calling LAPD?
Maybe the blogger is in LA. I don't know.
Oh.
That was
maybe.
strange though. Yeah.
But you know what? She ate. She gagged. She was an icon for that. And Lisa, you get the gag icon of the week for that entire scene.
But she pissed me off when she went up to Whitney's husband, because here's the thing.
Oh!
Don't be bringing no men. Right.
Keep it between us.
Don't go to my
husband
husband.
Talking mess. And I love the way her husband wrote for her. Now, I don't condone men coming at women, but you're not finna come step up into this man's face and call his wife a liar and spew all these things at him. And then her husband sitting there, but her husband low key was like in the tea too. Before she came home, he was like, "Yeah, I think she's calling security." Like,
yeah.
He's over her too. But then, once they got into it, he's like, "Hey."
Yeah, on the previews, I thought they was gonna be like low key. The husbands was gonna be getting into it.
But well, it looked like
after,
he basically came at Lisa like, "Don't be talking about my wife like that." And so then when he kind of, was like, "Don't be talking about her," then her husband turned around and was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
But your wife is wrong. Why is she even approaching him? Like, who does that? Keep it, but you want to come to say it to my face.
It's my face.
Right.
Yeah, don't go to my house talking like, your wife is a bitch. Your wife. Huh? What do you think this was?
See, she know what she doing. You want to get a rise out of him, so then the attention gets turned off of you and then onto him. And why is he talking to a woman like that? Like, listen.
Right.
Coming at his wife sideways. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Messed up.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go on and shift gears again. We're gonna go on, moving it on to
the train wreck.
We're moving it on to the OC in London.
Oh, God.
In London town. I don't like the way they disrespected London like that. Okay?
Oh, the whole
That
trip
is the worst trip ever. There is no fun being had
at all. They just argued in the. They went to the daggone etiquette class and got to arguing. Huh?
And I'm like, you don't act like that out there. Everybody, it's like, no, nobody's yelling. It's peaceful place.
They said these effing Americans, like, go back across the pond. We don't do this here.
Why messing with the feng shui around?
Can we, since we're on OC, can we touch base on, was it last week, the statement that Tamara made?
Brand, your icon is so appropriate with what you said. Like,
right. Yes, exactly. Oh Lord. Exactly that. Was it last week when Tamara made that ridiculous, highly offensive comment to the autistic community?
Yes.
Oh,
that retracted it.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Oh, was it 2 weeks?
Yeah,
we talked about it when you weren't here.
But what I'm only bringing that up because you see how bizarre she is. She just feels like she can spew out anything she wants. And that's why I think she said that for collateral damage, because she knew the episodes that were coming up were showing her being just evil and like just saying anything to help her save face. Like, I am so sick of Tamara.
It backfired though, because nobody sat for her. Nobody wants to hear your story. Okay, we don't believe you
at all.
And she came back and retracted everything. Like, I misspoke. I overspoke. Whatever. Too soon. Da 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 da. Like, girl, yeah. But what you're trying to do is use it as an excuse, and it's actually disrespectful and offensive to the people of that community, because you need to go on the spectrum of schizophrenia or something like that. Like,
narcissism.
Yep.
Sociopath.
Right. And that was the definition. We read that 2 weeks ago. We read the definition of sociopath. And I feel like her privilege gave her the platform to pick and choose any kind of a window to say, I'm allowed to say whatever I want to say. Tamara, what you're showing is you have deep-rooted issues. You have trauma that you got going on. You have problems. You may need to be on medication because you are an evil person. She just is. She'll go after anybody. She used Gina as collateral damage, putting her business out.
Well, you jumping, girl, because we need to applaud Jen.
I'm sorry. I was going
to say, go back to Miss Jen, because Jen stood on business.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Can we give Jen a round of applause for speaking up for herself?
Jen read her for Phil, came back and read her again, okay?
You did your thing, Jen. We're very proud of you.
What did Natalie Nunn say? You did your big one. You did your big one. She did.
What they say is her abs look really good.
They did. But Loki, now every time I see her, I'm looking for a belly button, because, like, why when you get a tummy tuck you don't have no belly button no more? That's weird.
They have to drag that. They're supposed to reposition it, but they stretch all of they cut it and stretch it down.
I need you to put mine back, because that's
they're supposed to put it back.
Well, apparently, maybe they just made it real skinny. That's why it didn't look like she had one.
Right, and she was wearing high-waisted jeans. Anyway,
she looked good to me.
She looked great.
Yeah.
But
so they read her for Phil. Then Shannon goes to dinner. Right.
They have two separate.
Wait. We're jumping the gun here.
Tamara, Heather, and Gina go to lunch.
Yeah.
And then Jen, Emily, and Katie go to lunch. These lunches are simultaneously happening. At Tamara, Heather, and Gina's lunch, they bring up. Wait, did Tamara bring up Emily's kids?
No. So when Tamara, Heather, and Emily went to lunch, they brought up the fact that Shannon was talking about Gina pushing, or trying to find out if Gina pushed her fiance down the stairs.
Yeah, but there was also
well, Jen, Emily, and Katie were talking about how when Katie's daughter watched Emily's kids, they said they didn't like Heather.
Right. Yeah. So Emily brought that up to Heather during that thing. And Emily,
Yeah.
I mean, Heather was obviously pissed off.
But can we talk about Heather for a quick second?
Yes.
Can we talk about her? And this is kind of scaling back before this lunch. Heather, what's going on? Because it seems like she's like team.
She's riding Tamara's coattails.
It's bizarre to me because Heather gave, I have my own mind, right? Like she's a sophisticated woman and she can speak for herself. She always seems to be on the team of the right person. Mm-hmm. But now it seems like she's been attacking Shannon. She wants to attack everything that's going. What the hell is that about? What's going on?
Heather ain't gave that for me. Like after like the last couple of seasons, like once they started calling her like fancy pants and she was feeling like she was on the outs, it was like Heather is team whoever is willing to be her friend that season. So like this season, it's Alexis and Tamara. So she gonna ride for them. She gonna try to call Shannon out, especially since they had beef last season.
Somebody said that too. Who said that?
What?
Somebody was like, Heather is cool with whoever is cool with her at the moment or something like that. I think.
Oh, I don't know. That's just my observation.
It's facts. But what somebody said it on the show, but it's facts. Like she's cool with Tamara right now because she mad at Shannon and Shannon's side is with Gina and Emily, whatever. But Emily seemed like she kind of
Emily ain't on nobody's side. Emily is
Emily
is more like what people are trying to say Heather is like. Like Emily is like, I'm where the truth is. If I find out you was talking mess about me and my peeps, we ain't cool. But if you wasn't, then we all good. Like, you know? Or if I see you bullying this person and I think it's wrong, obviously I'm gonna stick up for them. But the minute that I hear you talking mess about me, it's curtains.
Yeah. I think Heather is just not self-aware. She thinks that she is the nicest, kindest, compassionate person. It's like, girl, no. You're so condescending. You look down on people. You, if anybody confronts you about anything and you don't like it, that's crazy. That's stupid. Like, girl.
Speaking of Heather, did y'all see that blind item where it said that an OC housewife it says something about like she always plays the victim whenever there's a cause, she ends up trying to make it about her. Her and her husband are getting a divorce. Like people are saying that's Heather and Dr. Dubrow.
I believe Dr. Dubrow got some of things going on.
I didn't heard he a little cheetah pumpkin eater. I'm just saying.
I've been saying that for a while because Heather's a lot. I feel like I'm not excusing his behavior or anything like that, but I feel like she's a lot. They got a lot going on. She doesn't seem to bother him. And sometimes in those cases, it's like he lets her do her thing. He go do his thing. You know, she can, as long as she's spending up the money and she's happy there, he can mosey on down the road and do whatever he needs to do.
Y'all gotta remember too, when you got that much money, I ain't been there yet, but I pray to get there. When you got that much money and the men got that much money, they got much freedom.
It don't even matter.
What?
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I feel like he let her do her thing.
Yeah.
So that he can go do his thing. As long as
it's a business marriage now, right? Like they love each other, but now at this point, it's a business.
And you're starting to see the cracks because they never used to bicker. And on this show, you actually caught them bickering when he was getting his little surgery.
You know why I think so? I think they're already on edge because he's getting a little sloppy. And you know, when he was being seen or whatever, doing whatever he doing, and the people are talking, she doesn't like for people to talk. And so anything he does is gonna piss her off because you've gotten us in this place where we're not looking like the perfect couple. And she's like, don't talk to me like that on camera. And I love that they always keep the camera rolling.
Right.
Because you get to see the real.
The hot mic moments are everything.
Everything.
Yes.
So but what do you guys think about the segment where they're revealing that allegedly Katie's daughter, or Katie's daughter watches the kids allegedly say that they don't like Heather, but how Katie is bringing it to the group like, oh yeah, watch this, listen to this.
Katie's being messy. She's trying to find a moment. I feel like she's trying to find a moment. She's been trying to find a moment. And it's unfortunate that and a kid, just like what Gina said, like kids that are like 7, 8 years old.
But that's why I'm like, do we believe Emily or do we believe the Katie? Because Katie's saying that the kids said it. Emily's saying that her daughter coached them to say it.
I think the kids honestly might have said it because because Emily don't like Heather. And they might not have ever had a reaction with Heather, but I'm sure they've heard Emily talk mess to her husband about Heather. And they probably was talking to Katie's daughter like, ugh, I don't like her. She's mean and da-da-da-da. Right. Granted, the daughter probably, like, that's not a conversation that you have with kids. Like, you know, so she probably should have just like shut it down and not really like gave it life. But I think that the kids really was saying that. Like,
did she ask them? Because I know they showed a clip. Did Katie's daughter ask the kids who they don't like of their mom's friends?
So they didn't show the babysitting kid tip, but they showed Katie telling them. And I think she did say that she was like talking to the kids.
I remember a flashback moment of her watching the kids.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh, I don't remember that.
I have to go back and look, but I remember there was like, I felt like there was a flashback moment of her watching the kids, and we did see the kids say it, but whether it was coached or not, I can't remember if she said, do you like all your mom's friends, or is there any of your friends that she doesn't like, whatever. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that.
I feel like Katie's daughter could have been prying and being a little messy. I mean, if I was a teenager and I knew my mom was on the Housewives and I'm babysitting some kids of a wife that's been on the Housewives for yeah, like, do you like, who is your favorite? Like, who do you like? And then, oh, we don't like Heather. Oh, Mom, you know that they said they didn't like Heather because this is the ex-wife.
Right.
Girl, go
right, because she knows her mama don't like her.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like both things could be true to where she kind of pried a little bit and the kids say that. And for Emily saying like, well, I don't talk bad about my friends in front of my kids. You never know when them kids is listening.
Exactly.
They thinking they over there minding their business. They listening to everything. So
we gonna get to the kids with Potomac because I didn't like how Wendy and her mama was talking in front of her daughter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, parents, listen, that's why I say these kids these days is getting raised by their friends. Like, I need the parents to get to the point to where they telling these kids that I ain't one of your little friends.
In your place.
Yeah.
There needs to be boundaries. That's how you teach kids what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. That's why you have kids going to school and telling their teachers off because they think they're on the same level as the teachers. There's no difference between a child and an adult. Because at home, we're all friends. In the club, we all
friends. No, my son is 10 and he tries to sit around and hang around like with the adults. Mm-hmm. Me and Todd tell him, what are you? Sometimes we don't pay attention to it, but then as soon as he tries to chime in to the adult conversation, we pause and we're like, wait a minute. Get your ass upstairs. I don't say those exact words. Go upstairs. I don't forget you was down here. You have no business being around adults. Like,
sometimes you gotta say it like that though.
I wasn't see now, Trina. Now I wasn't raised when my mom cussed at me, so I find
get your ass somewhere and go sit down and find you some business. Find something to do. Why you all in my mouth? Go somewhere. Go find you some friends.
It's funny. Like Todd. He doesn't cuss at the kids, but every now and then he'll say a cuss word, and I'm so offended. And I'm like, how could you with the kids? I wasn't raised this way.
Yeah,
he's like, girl,
you married, right?
Yeah,
you know who you married. Same.
Right? We kind of established that a while. My husband doesn't even like. I've never liked for men to even curse at me, around me.
Oh, never.
I don't do that. And so that's something we established in our relationship like early on. And we for sure not cussing at my kids, around my kids. Kenny don't even really know what curse words are. He was like, yeah, Mom, this boy in my class, he put the middle finger up and then he got in trouble. What does the middle finger mean?
Oh, that's so good. I love that.
Listen, I'm gonna have to come and teach.
And then I had to figure out no, because here's the thing. I did explain to him what it was, and it was a bad word, and we don't use that, and it's disrespectful. But here's the thing: I was not my parents don't curse. We didn't.
No, mine doesn't either.
Cursing was not allowed in my household. That's why I don't curse. And I feel like there's other words that you can use. I don't condemn nobody for the way they grew up, but that's just not how I grew up. And I don't want to raise my kids that way because I want to teach them to use other language. Now, when they get out of my house and they want to do whatever they do, I can't control that because I tried to cuss a little bit. I didn't like the way it sounded on me.
Yeah, that's because you gotta practice. You gotta practice.
Well, I wasn't bad at it, but my spirit was always grieved because that's not the way that I was raised. I've always been like, the Holy Spirit been working on me since I was 7 years old. Okay,
I know that's right. Praise Him.
Convicted by certain things that I just could not do. It wasn't made for me. So I used to cuss in like middle school and high school, but I think around like the 10th grade, I was like, this ain't even me.
Yeah. My mom, she cussed like a sailor. God bless her. Yeah. But my dad, he don't never cuss. Like when he cuss, he probably sound like how you felt like you sounded when you were in middle school, high school. Like that's just not him.
Right.
So like I listen. I have a little potty mouth sometimes, but I just feel like if you got intelligent stuff to say, you don't always gotta cuss.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's the best way to describe what you need to say.
You know what? Yeah, it does add a lot of flavor. And I be wishing I could do it sometimes, but I'm like, no, ain't no point in starting now. Or like if I'm singing a song, like certain songs I don't even listen to because I can't even rap them right because I'm bleeping out everything.
You know what, Kendra? So my mom, she's that way. Like my mom, she never cussed. My grandma never cussed. Like that's how I was raised. But my dad, that's a different story. And he was the one that showed us like South Park, like some rated R movies. Like
my dad didn't let me watch rated R movies. To this day, he begins.
See, my mom didn't either. Like my mom never let me watch rated R movies. And there's a lot of movies till this day. And that's where I feel like my black card is revoked and it's not fair because they're like, you didn't watch like what is the like whatever black if you
like Boys in the Hood or
I didn't watch Boys in the Hood. I didn't watch
you didn't watch Juice.
I didn't watch Juice. I never seen that. I don't know what that is. I
don't know what it is. Like I get it, you didn't watch it, but I listen.
How am I gonna know what it is when I've never been introduced to it?
Girl, okay, so we're gonna
also she's not from Southern California.
I'm not.
That's true. So that's what you could say. You're not from SoCal. That's
okay.
Those are our movies.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. But no, it's embarrassing because Todd has a bunch of cousins, like tons our age. Mm-hmm. And they're always like, oh yeah, remember the movie? And they're like, oh, Sarah, you don't. And I go, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, what? And I'm like,
Erica be doing me the same way. Listen, I don't like them kind of movies. Like people, listen, even to this day, I don't watch BET like that because listen, I got a standard. I need this acting to be
all those movies came on BET every weekend.
Like. When
every weekend,
BET, I was watching Lifetime. That's just
me too. I watched Lifetime too. Those were my movies. Sorry. So, but it's interesting now. I know we're getting off topic, but it's interesting now having a dynamic where I'm glad, Kendra, you have a husband that's aligned with you.
Yeah,
I have a complete opposite, and which is fine. Sometimes you need a balance.
Yeah,
but my husband. Him and his family, they cuss like whatever.
Oh, don't get it twisted. His family complete. When we go, that's where it all goes down. Okay.
Oh,
but in our household, we just decided that that's not something that we'll do. Now, when we go to family members' house and things like that, they hear it all day long, but it doesn't resonate with them. They don't know what it is because they just think it's regular words.
Sometimes he might hear me slip up a little bit too.
And I'm like, it's okay because they really don't know that it's bad because they don't hear it often. So we don't have to say, don't say that, whatever. They're not paying attention. Now, my grandparents cuss like sailors. That's why my mom decided that she didn't want to because she was just like, they was always cussing us out. And I said, I was never going to cuss my kids out like that. So, she kind of cut it off. Where my husband's family too, everybody is like, A++ and cursing somebody out. But when my kids are around, they don't really know what's going on. They just be playing. So it's not that bad.
As they should.
Yeah, as long as they don't curse at my kids, I don't care.
Yeah, don't curse at my kids.
Yeah. But just in my household.
That my kids didn't know. And I will tell you my oldest, I'm not gonna say names. I will because you guys know who my oldest is. My oldest, I told him, because I'm not stupid, right? We all cussed when we were kids. And I said, I'm not stupid. And I know that you're not innocent. And I said, I know you cuss. And I said, tell mommy the truth. And he said, okay, I do. And I said, I don't want you to do that. But I said, what you will never do is you're never going to cuss in front of an adult. Yeah. If you're going to be in front of an adult, I don't care what adult, even if it's a stranger you've never met before, there's no cursing in front of them. And that's not what we're doing because that's disrespectful.
Right.
But it was funny. I'm going to relay this message. I didn't agree. I didn't agree with this. But I thought it was funny. He goes, Mom, my friend such and such, no names, he was talking trash about his younger brother. And I go, well, what was he saying? And he said, oh, he was saying, he was making fun of him. And he said, I had to cuss him out. I said, huh?
Use real cuss words.
And I said,
we ain't blaming him for that. He should have.
Yeah, that's what in the back of my mind. I'm like, well, he's defending his baby brother. And I said, what did you say to this friend? And he said, he paused. He goes, well, I told him to shut up, B. And I said, ooh.
Okay. Listen, sometimes that gets to it, okay?
I said,
you should have said, mother.
Right. And I said, son, you can't be talking like that. He said, how are you going to get mad at me when I'm defending your son?
Ooh.
I said,
check you, baby.
I said, oh.
I'm doing what I'm supposed to, okay?
I said, okay. Listen. And I said, listen, there's nothing to say to that. I think you should be more mindful of your words. Maybe try to choose something softer.
Not softer, but other than a curse word.
I used to tell my mom like stuff that kids at school would do with me, and she would tell me all the cuss words to say to them. You go to school and you tell that little mother effer.
Oh, I love it. I love it. But I'm good that gave you spunk, right? Like my mom taught me.
Play them type of games. You ain't about to bully her kid, okay?
Yes.
Just like this, okay?
And I teach Kenny the same thing, but not curse words, obviously. But I always tell him, you stand up for yourself. Now we taught Kendi how to bag on kids.
Oh,
like, if they say this to you, this what you say.
I love that. That's what my mom. Mom, you failed me. Because she would always tell me, because people used to bully me. She would always say, oh, you need to tell them I'm going to pray for you.
Oh, no. Listen, that's my birthday twin, but that is not going to work for little
Thank you. She would tell me, oh, tell them I'm just going to pray for you. And I would think that. I remember a girl, she punched me and I didn't do anything because I thought, well, I'm going to pray for you.
We had kids
that in your head while you cussing them out.
We had kids telling kids that what they said was irrelevant. He was 4. Like, Mom, what does that mean?
Right.
Your opinion of me is irrelevant.
I love that. Listen, anyways,
I used to love to tell people you're pathetic.
I love that. You're pathetic.
Close the door, Kendi. Okay. What else about OC, y'all? Camera goes off again at the dinner table.
Boo, boo, boo.
Shannon, get up. Shannon, you gotta stop leaving.
But you know what? If I was Shannon, I would leave too, because I'm about sick of it. They need to leave Shannon alone. Let's talk about Shannon's enema. You know what?
This is Shannon's trip. Shannon needs to start kicking people out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be getting up from nobody's table. I would be
security, get her out.
Remove her.
But you know what? I'm glad that Shannon got relief from that enema. And that made me feel like I may need to get one every now and then because she had them gas pains. I've been there.
And when you travel like that, when you're on a plane for that
long, and that gas
it takes a while for your body to adjust. The food is different there. Everything is different. Like when I went, I don't have to do no enema now. But
I might have to get one.
I took my probiotics. drinking plenty of water and try to get your body acclimated to the new climate, and like, you know, just being in the air so long could just mess you up.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt for her, but dang, I would not have been in the bathroom. And Katie said, "You want me to do it for you?" Like, girl, we barely even know each other.
She was like, "Can y'all please step away from the toilet?" I don't blame her. Can y'all give me some privacy?
Get out of here. I need
get out of here. Privacy. And she's like, "Oh, there it goes." Okay, get out.
Yeah.
Shannon has done so many things on television that are embarrassing. Like, I just know she just has no, like,
I probably would have been gagging like a mofo just hearing her describe what was going on.
But I promise you probably would have never been by that toilet. Y'all would have
never. They're just standing in the bathroom with her, like,
why move? Right. Yeah, I get you have your privacy. I don't need to sit around and hear you plump in the toilet. I don't need to hear that.
Imagine all the like the smell, like the days old, like just ugh. Like I could listen, my stepdad was cooking like some tripe or some chitlins or something, and I had to leave because I could not stop gagging from smelling that. Imagine smelling her little nasty turds in that.
I don't want to talk about it. Okay, so they go to lunch, y'all. Heather is standing to the side to talk. Ugh.
What do y'all think between Heather and Shannon's conversation?
Listen, it's gonna be more conversations. Like Terry said, Heather does not let things go. You have to apologize over and over and over and over. It's not over. At the reunion, they still gonna have the same stale beef because this is how Heather keeps her storyline. She doesn't forgive.
But do y'all think it's a reach for her to say that Shannon was using her?
A very huge reach.
Yes, Heather thinks that she's that girl and everybody needs to use her for everything. Is Gina using her for contacts for real estate when she knows dang on well she ain't referred nobody to Gina to buy a house? Like Shannon, and what is Shannon using her for? Her friendship. She's using somebody that's supposed to be her friend. She's using her friendship.
Yeah, she's saying, oh, well, no, but she was saying that she used her to have that conversation on camera.
They all use each other to have conversations.
That is the premise of reality TV.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Right.
She's like,
girl, just like she had her moment, you got to share it too. You got to look like an empathetic person who really felt bad for their friend.
And bro, we're supposed to be acting like these cameras aren't here. We're supposed to be sharing our real life. So for you to say like, well, why did you wait till we were on camera to talk about it? Hello,
we're on TV. We got a paycheck to make. What you talking about?
It's happening in my real life, but it needs to be filmed because we're going to end up talking about it because they brought this lady on the show.
Right.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Okay. And then, go ahead.
I'm just like, Heather is acting like she don't know that we on reality TV. Like, girl.
That's her being the victim, though. It's not surprising.
I think it's ridiculous.
I thought it was ridiculous. Tamra holding Shannon's birthday cake while they're singing "Happy Birthday."
Production did that. Production did that in the middle of them arguing. They said "Happy Birthday."
Shannon walks away. I would have, if anybody at that table was her friend, instead of laughing, they should have slapped the cake out of Tamra's hand. Like, no.
They should have said,
"Ran her out of here.
She's not here. You don't have to sing. That's it." Yeah.
Or I would have said, "Okay, thank you so much," and I would have took the cake and I would have went to find Shannon. I'd be like, "Shannon,
yeah, here's
your cake. Love you. Do as you will with it. I'm gonna let you have your moment. Have a good day."
Did y'all see the previews for next week?
No.
Cameras on there talking about Shannon just ruined me and Jen's relationship, and it's so sad because I don't get to be a part of her bridal shower and blah blah.
Girl, you ruined Jen's relationship, your relationship with Jen as soon as you brought her on the show. You talked about her man, you talked about her, you ran her name through the mud. You just said that her man finna get got
indicted and go to jail. Right. Yeah.
Listen, like, that's her being delusional. The victim.
And then asked if she was gonna have a hit out on her. Tamra, go on somewhere. Go on somewhere.
Tamra is unhinged. She then brings, but we skipped over this part. She brings to the table, like you said earlier, about throwing Gina in as collateral damage to prove a point about Shannon. Nobody has talked about this on this show. We didn't even know she allegedly threw Travis.
Nobody. Right.
But that's why I'm proud of Gina, because Gina's like, well, I mean, yeah, it's a little disappointing that Shannon would do that. But also, nobody was talking about it. You guys did not have to bring it to the show.
It has nothing to do. Keep it between y'all. Stop bringing all these people in the conversation. Yes. You are the ones that have beef with each other. Why are you talking about Jen? Why are you talking about me? Leave our men. Our men are not even here. Leave them out of this.
And Gina was smart enough. Now, see, Gina pissed me off in the beginning of the season. It's because I thought she was drinking the OC juice. She was getting on my nerves now.
Gina been great all season.
No, girl, go on somewhere. Now, Gina kind of reeling it back a little bit. Now, I'm liking her now. And Gina said, if you're doing this to your friend, now this is why I like Gina. If you're
Gina doing the most sense.
Now, wait a minute. She said, if you're doing this to your friends, what you gonna do to me?
Right.
Gina, you a black woman for that. Because that's how
that knowledge. It's that knowledge. Gina got that.
That's how we think.
That's why I didn't understand. That's why I didn't understand when you was talking about Gina was messed up for calling Jen a squatter. She was.
I didn't like that. I didn't like
that. But she was speaking the truth.
Yes.
She's a truth speaker.
Right.
Look,
truth teller.
We can agree to disagree.
Like the truth.
Now we ain't going backwards. I'm talking about going forward. I admit I said I didn't appreciate none of that. Now we going forward. I said, now wait. I like what she's talking about, and that's called she got some sense. Okay. And I appreciate it. Let's just accept it for what it is. I appreciate the sense that she got, and I like that. So
I just want you to know that I saw it from the beginning.
I want to know what was going through her brain when Tamara said what she said, because her face was like,
right. Gina wanted to go off.
Yeah.
I think she envisioned herself. Jumping across that table.
Tamara been on Gina's nerves all season.
Yeah,
all season. Because, like, for some reason, Tamara has this vendetta against Gina. Like, Tamara been bringing the whole thing about her using Heather and all of this, and bringing up the whole Katie talking to Gina about Heather behind her back. Like, literally, Tamara's been on Gina all season. Like, honestly, if I was Gina, I would have believed nothing that Tamara said.
But it makes sense because aside from Alexis, who else did Tamara have in her corner? Nobody. So as soon as Alexis left, she swooped up Heather. So she's been working on Heather this whole season to get her to be with her, because if she didn't have her, she had no psychic.
Well, Heather gonna be back next episode. Unfortunately, she was lying when she said she was done. So she's gonna be back. Yeah, she's gonna be back. They're gonna be sitting and reminiscing.
Tomatoes.
Right, they're gonna be sitting
lettuce.
Alexis and them gonna be talking about the background check. Tamara's like, I would never do a background check, and Heather's like, I would. I definitely would.
Heather does not belong on OC. I don't know why they have
said that.
Heather needs to go to Beverly Hills.
No. I used to love Heather, but I don't like her. I don't like her not taking accountability for things. Yeah. I don't like her like coming so down on like writing. This is where I lost respect, like you said earlier, for her riding Tamara's coattails. That's not who she was supposed to be. No. That's not who we saw her as. And this is like she's lowering herself.
Yes.
This season, she plummeted for me.
Same.
The only reason I would want Heather to be on Beverly Hills is so that they could check her. Because Heather on OC, she's the richest girl. So she feels like she's Regina George. On Beverly Hills, baby, they got just as much money, if not more.
Yes.
Please understand, you're beneath me, okay? And let me put you there, okay? Let me put you all the way in your place, because what you're not about to do is what you do on OC, okay, honey? You're not running nothing over here.
Yeah. We need that. We need that.
Right.
Yes.
Great.
We saw that trailer. The Married to Medicine trailer.
Woo. Oh, I didn't see the Married to Medicine trailer. They came out with that one.
Honey, we got Apollo and his wife on there.
Stop it.
We got Phaedra got a new man.
Who?
Phaedra has a new man, and also Quad has a man.
And
the men is finna fight.
Right, Quad and Dr. Greg is gonna fight at the end, or almost.
Stop.
Yeah, they had to pull them away, and one of the guys was like, "Remember,
You're
you are a doctor."
Contessa is back.
Contessa. Oh, Contessa.
She's on below deck sailing yacht too.
I saw her below deck. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Excuse my language. I'm excited.
Yeah, so Contessa is coming for Heavenly, I think.
Yeah.
That's what
yeah, Heavenly.
Heavenly and Contessa have always.
Yes, apparently something happened between Heavenly and side note between Heavenly and Carlos King, because they used to do like a little after show thing together. She's no longer on the show. Something happened between them, so I gotta dig up that tea too. We got one more show to talk about, y'all.
Yeah, Potomac. Let's get into it.
They're on the girls' trip. This is what's her name? Mia's trip, but
yes,
Wendy is hijacking it as her birthday. But
right,
this is
Mia's
because
trip. Did Mia establish that this was a birthday? Are they even close enough for her to have a birthday trip for Wendy?
No, Wendy just said, since we're going to be there on my birthday, I think we should celebrate it while we're there. So she kind of tries to hijack the end of the trip. We'll see that next week. But yeah, so they go on a trip. They get their rooms.
I'm very happy with Stacy. Is her name Stacy, the new girl? Because Mia really tried to comfort her, giving her that bunk bed room. And she's like, "Oh, I love a bunk bed. I always wanted to sleep in a bunk bed." And Wendy was gagged because she really thought that she was going to be like, "Oh, I hate this room. Da, 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 da." And she was like, "Oh, no, girl, I love it. Thank you."
Okay, but real quick, can we rewind to last week since we didn't get to talk about this? Stacy and her new man. Mm-hmm. The scene where they go to the gym.
Oh. When she was bent over?
I'm talking about how he entered the gym.
Oh!
I don't remember that whole scene. That was a long time ago for me.
So let me paint the scene for you. So people are comparing Stacy's man to Stacy and her man situation to Kenya when she was with
the first season she came on.
The first season she was there. Mm-hmm. So they're basically saying he's a paid actor. He's not into her, and he just agreed to be on the show because she needed like a man on the show or whatever.
Is it because he doesn't want to have sex with her?
No. If you see their interaction, when you guys let us know in the comments if you guys feel the same about this scene. So she's hyping him up. She's like, I love him. He's everything. We're just friends. He's a devout Christian, so we don't cross those lines. But I really love him. Da, 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 da. He loves me. Whatever. He enters the gym. She goes to embrace him, and he stops her at her shoulders. And he go, "You see how she do? You see how she do?" I guess trying to make a joke, but it's like, bro, you just got here. We don't know you. The instructor doesn't know you. Like, who are you talking to? Talking about you see how she do. So I guess he's trying to say like she was doing too much or whatever. But he never hugged her. Didn't give her a kiss on the cheek. None of that. He goes to the what do you call him? The trainer, who he does not know because it was her trainer. Big old embrace, 2-arm hug. Locked in like this. So everybody's kind of like, is he more into the trainer?
Is he acting like Walter?
Allegedly.
There's allegedly that, there's a lot of alleged going on. The first alleged is that he's just not that into her because their interactions wasn't giving what she was saying.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's weird? Some of her confessionals and some of her looks actually looks like Kenya to me. You never looked at that? Is it just me?
It's you.
Oh, you mean like she's trying to like give like I did her homework?
Maybe not even. I just feel like some of her looks, like with
her hair and stuff,
and like the way she is, it sometimes gives Kenya to me. But
she's from QVC. Like it's the pageantry. I don't think.
Yeah, I think that might be the vibe you picking up, and she does give pageant girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's
what?
Upright.
I do feel like Ashley needs to shut up. Definitely. Other wives need to shut up on the show when it comes to her.
Yeah,
in that relationship, because Ashley, your ex-husband is gay, So be quiet.
She definitely overstepped.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh,
Ashley definitely overstepped by spilling her beans. Because, girl, don't try to act like you didn't know.
right.
That you weren't supposed to say that. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the bunions though? Like, please don't put those on.
Get your
nasty feet off my countertop. What are you doing?
Girl,
not just your bunions, but your dirty shoe that you walked out on the public ground with. That's why you don't let people wear their shoes in your house.
But how you getting new titties and you still walking around with bunions? Like, can you get your priorities together? Because it wasn't nothing wrong with your old titties. Like, get them little things off of your feet before you be trying to put some new titties in. Like, Jesus. Oh my God.
Wedges.
Right. The nasty wedges with the bunions sticking out on the side. Ugh. It's a mess. Listen, that's why Michael is still paying her bills because she can't get her priorities straight.
No respect. Just like, not to take it a step back, just like on Housewives of OC, Tamara pissing in what's her name's front yard. Ain't got no respect. Ain't got no respect. Get your nasty feet off my countertop.
And she put it on both sides. Like, who do you think you are? I forgot that I was on TV. Like, girl, if you don't get your nasty feet off the countertops where my family eats, are you crazy?
Yeah.
Clearly she is.
So we got, they got their room assignments and stuff. What do you guys think about Mia putting Jacqueline in her room again? Is she just trying to watch her? Like, what are they really bumping buddies? Like, what are they doing?
I think they are. I think they are besties, but I think they're besties with benefits. Or I do know some girls. Now, typically this is in the white community. I don't care. I'm going to say it. Typically in the white community, then white girls like to take showers together and they think it's fun. It's not a sexual thing. They're not lesbians. They think it's like, oh, we're besties. Like, I've seen that before. So maybe that's what they're doing. But to me, I think it's odd. And
because Jacqueline seems like she doesn't want to.
She doesn't want to.
Yeah, right. I think that Jacqueline knew that they was going to be sharing room because look at how she was acting when Mia's friends came. They couldn't even get a word in. And Jacqueline
that's true.
Well, remember when Mia, like, she's very possessive of Mia.
She is, because she's even like that with the new girl, Jazzy, like, making sure she knows her place. Like, I'm the actual best friend. Like, you're just... But it seemed like Jazzy is kind of competing with her too. Like, why are y'all?
Yeah, why? Is Mia's cootie cat that fabulous? What's going on around here?
I can't remember exactly what Mia said, but something she said kind of insinuated that too. Like,
yes,
I can't remember what she said though.
I don't remember, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
because I'm like, what is it about it? If it's not the cootie cat, is she paying them off? Is she giving them gifts, or what is it? Is she giving them, is she Candy 2.0? And
but Candy wasn't doing that. That was a lie.
That was all a lie, remember?
Phaedra made that up.
Phaedra made it up that she was drugging people.
All of it was a lie.
I don't believe it was not my Aunt Karita laughing. Not
I'm like, all of it was a lie, allegedly. I don't know.
I don't think it was a lie that that Candy wasn't dibble-dabbling on both ends of the spectrum.
So I don't think that's a lie, but I think that her like being with like Portia and stuff like that, that was made up.
No, that was a lie, but I'm not. Yeah. That's not what we're alleging to.
No, she admitted that they had threesomes and stuff like that.
That's what I'm.
But they don't go out and like get women together and like bring them home.
But that's what I'm getting towards. Yeah. Like, I feel like Mia may have done that with her friend, with her husband, and
well, I believe she said that she did.
Yeah, she did say that. So maybe
she's on Instagram trying to make Gordon sound like a sexual predator.
Ain't that crazy?
They met in the strip club at
Ain't that crazy?
She switched that story completely.
Yeah.
Now that he's on the other side of it, it's like she's trying to praise Ink and their life together and what they did and make it seem like she was a victim to Gordon. When it's like, girl, a couple years ago, you were seeing
your husband and the father to your children, and now you are questioning if he is the father to one of your kids. Is so weird to me.
It's weird. Their whole dynamic is very strange. I think in some ways she still feels obligated to take care of him. And like, because with them being all in the same building and like doing family stuff together. And it's like, girl, this is the man you cheated on your husband with. Like, why are you subjecting him to
Trina, what you looking at?
Child. Nothing.
She probably playing the game on her phone.
No, I'm not. I'm on Instagram. I'm looking at. Do y'all remember?
Look,
did
Trina.
Did y'all watch? What was it called? Something at Beverly Hills where it had.
It's okay, Brand. Thank you for being here. You can watch the playback.
Oh, he must be on Eastern time.
Yeah.
Oh, we appreciate you staying up and watching. Thank you. I didn't realize it was so late for you.
Did y'all watch Rich Kids of Beverly Hills?
No.
Or even like Bling Dynasty, New York?
Yeah, yeah.
So Dorothy Wang, she got engaged. So she
she did?
Yeah, so she posted pictures of her man. Like earlier today, she just
Dorothy.
posted that. She posted that she got engaged earlier, but now she's posting pictures of them together. Somebody named Brandon. They've been together for 2 years. And she says
wasn't she on Bling LA, like you just said?
Bling, but it was, I think she was on LA and New York.
Yeah.
Rich Kids with EJ.
Yep.
Remember, she always struggled with like keeping a man.
Yes, that's why I'm so happy for her. She always struggled with
dating. Is that girl? When I tell you that girl is filthy rich, she is. Yeah. Filthy.
It's interesting though, because she didn't post the ring. So maybe when you're that rich, you don't show off.
You don't need to. Just the way Sierra and Russell Williams. Yeah. Sierra, she was like, "Oh, I don't want to," or whatever his name is. Sierra didn't want to show her ring because she was very modest. It's very modest, very demure, very mindful.
And you don't want people to come before you try to rip your hand off to steal your ring.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of them don't even wear their real rings outside.
Yeah, well, he gotta have some money. I don't see her dating a brokey.
Yeah, no, I don't think her family would allow that.
Or not even brokey, but like just a regular middle classer.
She ain't doing that either.
And it's like women like that, they don't even run in circles with average people.
No.
Yeah.
So anybody that she would meet out would have money.
Somebody of status.
Yeah. They don't even go to like bars and restaurants where it's
birds of a feather.
Exactly.
Flock together.
Yeah.
That's why, ladies, when you're looking to date, you need to go date
around yourself.
The man that you are envisioning, where he would be.
Exactly.
So I wasn't just looking because I was bored. I was on because I was trying to find the little post from Mia. That's why I was on here.
So
not that I'm gonna read that whole thing, but I was gonna summarize it. Huh?
Do we think Stacey is boring?
I don't.
Yes. Because I don't even know who you're talking about.
Stacey is the girl who
the new girl we was just talking about with her. She's getting divorced.
Exactly. Boo. You know why? Because I don't like that she was asking questions. Oh, my daughter's interracial. Girl,
I didn't like that.
Shut up. You a black woman.
I didn't like that.
You know how to raise your black daughter. What are you talking about? Girl, go on, Emerson. I don't like her.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I felt like that was on her. We talked about that, I think.
I don't remember talking about
that. Me and Katrina talked about it.
Oh, okay.
That week you weren't there, but I feel like we said that it's up to you as parents to expose your children to what you want them to be around. So I think that was a pop out. However, I don't think she gets boring because I feel like she's not afraid to say what she needs to say.
No, that's true.
So I think as much as they come for her, she's gonna give it back.
Because if she was boring when what's her name told her that's what they said, she would have been like sulking and like, oh, they said I'm boring, but she said, who said I'm boring?
Yeah.
Wait,
that's what we like to see.
To backtrack, did you guys agree with how Giselle kicked them all out of her?
Yeah, I think she was doing too much.
I thought
because they got there at 8:03. I think that they were in a position to where they're new girls, they're trying to spread themselves. But I appreciate her apology. And I do think it was sincere because she realized her beef wasn't with them. Her beef was with Karen.
Mm-hmm.
Karen set them up for failure. She made them feel like they needed to be there for her and there for Giselle. I think they did the best that they could and they got there at 8:03. I think it was ridiculous.
And she probably felt stupid because she should have had them scan the barcode, like I said, before she kicked them out.
Get your money.
Now she's trying to get them to donate. I'm so sorry. Please forgive
Yeah, she made Ashley go back to the van. Oh, if you guys want to do it, girl, get the fuck out of my face.
And Ashley, I'm like, you little puppy dog, you just gonna go do whatever she
You
tells
look
you to do.
crazy.
Listen, she knows.
You know
Ashley
who's
is
boring?
tacky enough to do it. That's why.
You know who's boring? Ashley's boring. What storyline does Ashley have? Ashley has no storyline. Sorry, you're the one that's boring.
Getting everybody else's business.
Yeah, she's trying to be Sheree, the bone collector. Girl, go
and then she got caught. Then she got mad because she got called out for being messy.
Exactly. Girl, bye. Have a seat. You get the donkey of the day. Loser.
So, can we talk about how I said that I wanted Flipping Out to come back, and now it's coming back? Is anybody else excited? Yeah,
I don't watch it, but
it's announced. You should watch it because Jeff Lewis is amazing. He's very funny.
Oh, Flipping Out.
Yeah,
Jeff Lewis is coming back.
Mm-hmm. Listen, he
be on YouTube.
He gathers the people though. You like shade? Watch Jeff Lewis.
It's mean. He's not nice, but he was good TV.
Yeah. Kendra's like,
all right. Does that wrap it up, you guys?
Just go on and tune in. I'm gonna record it.
Does that wrap it up, you guys? Have we wrapped up all of that?
Yeah, I think that's the only thing I left had with like
the dinner.
The dinner, and them talking about before the dinner, them discussing whether they believe that Stacey is celibate or not when they were on the little boat thing. And I'm just like,
I'm bored with that too.
It's her business, first of all, and who are you to say what they doing and what they ain't doing? Just because you laying low and spreading it wide, don't mean that she has to. Okay,
right. And then so dinner part, I thought, why would Mia bring up the butt dial? Like, can we please
let me holding it for 3 years?
Thank you for bringing that up. Being so messy.
Why you didn't bring that up when Robin brought out the pictures in Mexico? Like, why are we still bringing up Karen cheating on Uncle Ben? I can't think of his name.
I watched a little snippet of next week. They how to do a little preview thing, and basically her friend Joy was there when she heard the audio or whatever. Mm-hmm. So her friend was like, because they were like, why bring it up now? And she was like, I think she brought it up now because I'm here to confirm what she's saying. She didn't want you guys to, basically say she was lying or whatever. And now, she can say that. And then also, Mia was saying, you came for Jacqueline. And I don't like the way you came for her.
You came for her all last season, girl. Now that y'all friends, you can't say nothing about Jacqueline?
That's what she said. She was like, I don't like when you call my people a liar.
You called her a liar. Girl, bye.
I think for whatever reason, she is trying to get back in Jacqueline's good graces. And it seems like Jacqueline is giving her a little bit of resistance for her to be like, I don't really want to be in the room with her. I'm my own person. I'm not in her shadows. But I think with her sticking up for her so hard, it's something brewing.
Yeah, no. It's
like, why
definitely got some tea on Mia. That's why
something.
That's why Mia letting her back in the bed with her big old feet.
Yep. And then I don't know. I guess we should wait till next week. But from the little snippet I heard, it's more tea to the story. So I don't know.
Listen, we're gonna see. So catch us next week, Thursday and Friday, live on Instagram, and we'll be posting our video talking about this week's Potomac on Thursday at 2:00. We're gonna see y'all
Pacific Standard Time
7. Okay, the gram at 7, Thursday and Friday, and on YouTube at 2:00 on Thursday. Okay?
So make sure you check the description box to get the link to our Instagram. If you do not have it, it will be in the description box of this video. Make sure y'all leave us comments. Let us know what you guys think about everything we discussed.
If you don't have our Instagram, it's the Lady Layer. Everything's always the Lady Layer.
Yes.
Please
you just click it. I'm gonna put the link there. That way you don't have no discrepancies on how to spell it. You just click it, and it'll take you right
there. You go.
And follow us, y'all. If you don't
please make sure to follow us, like, and share, and make sure to spread the word. We are 3 amazing, beautiful, might I add, Black women. We want to get to the masses. You know what I'm saying? Follow us. And let's go. Let's get it clocking. Okay. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.